Hi, Andy Biggs here from Arizona's 5th Congressional District. I'm here with my friend Warren Davidson from Ohio's 8th District, right? So, Warren, this week in the Judiciary Committee, we stood up and we said, we're not going to let the intelligence community search Americans' communications data anymore without a warrant. Who could possibly be against that?
Well, the same people that brought us the Patriot Act in the first place, frankly, the people that get a look at your data want to keep looking at your data without getting a warrant. And it's high time we did something about it. The encouraging thing is we put a coalition together that's not just House and Senate, it's Republicans and Democrats, from solid conservatives like me and you and Jim Jordan to Jerry Nadler and Pramila Jayapal on the far left.
Well, this thing's going through, and we have to do it by December 31st because it will expire otherwise. Why does it expire?
Well, thankfully, they at least put some limits on it, and it was broken up. So the Patriot Act didn't all expire at once because they wanted to keep the authorities and only lose a little bit of power at a time. So in 2020, the business records provision expired. So Bill Barr, when he was Attorney General, he was out there saying, hey, if you let this expire, we're going to keep spying on you. And that's exactly what they've done. He said in a private meeting that 215 and FISA is just a limitation on their authority. It actually constrains what they can do on spying on American citizens. It doesn't really authorize it. They're going to keep doing it. And that's exactly what they've done. So if we don't pass reform, they're going to keep doing it with no check and no accountability.
Right. So if we let it expire, they will think that they have carte blanche to do what they're doing already. And we know that they've been doing it because they've been abusing it. The Inspector General came and told us incident after incident, literally millions of inappropriate queries, which in the real world we would call illegal searches, violative of the Fourth Amendment. So when we look at it, that's why we're doing the reform, and that's why we have everybody, this significant number of people on, but we are hearing that our bill's being misrepresented, and the Speaker is in danger of actually kind of burying it and just extending it out. Without curbing it.
Yeah, here's the problem. If they do this temporary reauthorization, even if they take our bill up and send it over, it signals, hey, we're not willing to let the status quo pass and let it lapse. So you won't get a real negotiation. That's the fear. The other thing is they can get a full 1 year of authorization by just initiating anything. So they essentially can go well into 2025 if they get this authorization till April 19th. So attaching this to this short-term extension to the NDAA is a real problem. And when you look at the intelligence community, they want to just do kind of a theater bill that has window dressing. I won't say it has no reforms in it, but it doesn't have anything of substance. And that's why the Judiciary Committee bill is the right bill and why we need to put pressure on the Senate to adopt it. It is bipartisan and bicameral.
Yeah, and the reality is our bill actually has accountability. So if somebody wrongfully looks at you, there's both criminal and civil liability. We provide an amicus curiae, which is a friend of the court, to basically get in there and watch the proceedings and make sure that these things are done appropriately and properly and there's due process. And the third thing, and I think this is really important because this has never been done before. We bring members of Congress in. So you already have the executive branch in there, you got the judiciary branch, but the overseers, us, you're going to have members be able to go in and watch them and see and try to and keep them on as brokers.
Yeah, and speaking of brokers, they bypass
That's right.
The Fourth Amendment, things that they would otherwise have to get a warrant or a subpoena for. They're buying data, and this curbs that. It says you can't keep doing that. And the most important thing is you got to get a warrant. So simplify. If you call your member of Congress or you reach out to the Speaker's office, please let them know. You got to support the version that requires a warrant. Support the Judiciary Committee bill, and that's the bill we need to pass. That's the bill we need to insist that the Senate passes.
Thanks, Warren. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.